thank you for joining us for this year's Living Library Seniors Week. And also a big thank you to those who came in to be part of the program. This is Helen signing off.
Well, actually, Helen, I thought it'd be a good idea for me to step from behind the camera and interview you. What do you think about that?
I thought I'd escape that, but okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Jess. I thought it'd be a fun idea to turn the interviewer into the interviewee. So I thought we'd interview Helen today. Welcome, Helen.
Thank you, Jess.
Now, Helen's part of the furniture here in the Kingaroy Library. How long have you been working in the Kingaroy Library?
Well, I started in 1998, so that makes it 21 and a half years, and I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Very good. Do you know any of the history of the Kingaroy Library?
Yes, I know some of it. By 1920, a Mrs. Steele had a paper shop in Haley Street, and she had a circulating library. A circulating library has subscribers and they lend books to the subscribers. And then by 1928 it had moved to the School of Arts. It had been Ward's paper shop and then the library had moved to the School of Arts. In that time they had 3,000 books. They had journals from America and from England, and they had a reading room. In 1945, the council became responsible for the library, and in 1946 they actually had 43 subscribers.
43? That's not many.
No, it's not, is it?
No, it's not. How does that compare to today's numbers?
Well, today's numbers with South Burnett Libraries, that's Kingaroy and the other towns in the South Burnett, we have nearly 20,000 subscribers, or we call them members now, and we have about 70,000 items available for loan.
Well, that's a huge increase.
It certainly is.
Can you tell us more about what the library was like when you first started?
Yes, I can. In 1964, the council relinquished the School of Arts Reserve, where the library was, and the courthouse was built there. The library then moved to the 1913 council chambers and was there until the new library was built on the position where it is now. It was then officially opened here on 1967. And since then the library's been updated and renovated and extended twice to get the library the size we have it is today.
Plenty of moves and changes over the time then.
Certainly have been.
Can you tell us what changes you've seen since then?
Yes, when I started at the library, it was a very different library. All libraries were then, different community expectations. It was a smaller library, it was an independent library. We did have a computer system when I started, but they still had the card catalogues there that we used to look up books. There were public access computers, but mainly the library was just lending and returning books. The shelving was very high, so a lot of the natural light didn't get into the library.
Moving on with that question I asked you before, with what changes have you seen since starting? I'm sure one of the big ones is the digital age. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, it certainly is. The libraries now have a web page, they have a Facebook page, they have these ways to contact with people if they can't get into the library, and also to give extra resources. We also have RFID, which means that the people can take out the books themselves at the self-loan station, and it's been very handy with this restrictions with the COVID pandemic, because a lot more resources have been put online, and that means we could, even though we were closed, we can continue servicing the library and giving people the things that they were requiring. unfortunately the groups that we have in the library couldn't come in and are restricted now, but when the restrictions lift, we'll be able to have the children's activities and the adult activities and groups that we had previously. We can't wait for that to happen.
No, we sure can't. Well, Helen, thank you so much for all your wealth of knowledge for the libraries, and thank you for performing all the other interviews that everyone's seen this week as well.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.